Life of Rachel Carson by Tenzin, Kelden. Rachel Louise Carson, born in 1907 in Pennsylvania, is known as the mother of the environmental movement, a female ecologist, marine biologist, science writer, and conservation advocate of the 20th century. She recognized the harmful effects of pesticides, DDT, and other synthetic chemicals on humans and nature. In 1962, she became a powerful environmental change maker through her book, Silent Spring. The book brought awareness of pesticides, launched the environmental movement, and inspired the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency in Washington, D.C. Her favorite subject was the sea. Her father, Robert Waden, was a salesman, and her mother, Maria McLean, was a self-taught naturalist. Growing up on a farm, her mother taught her about nature. She loved to read and write stories as a kid and published her first story at age 10. She wrote, "If a child is to keep alive his inborn sense of wonder, he needs the companionship of at least one adult who can share it, rediscovering with him the joy, excitement, and mystery of the world we live in." She graduated from high school in 1925 and then Pennsylvania College for Women. She first declared English as her major but switched to biology. To learn more about the ocean, she attended Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution in Massachusetts. She completed her master's in zoology from Johns Hopkins University in Maryland. In 1936, Miss Carson was hired as the second woman with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service as a full-time aquatic biologist and later served as editor-in-chief of all publications. In 1951, her second book, The Sea Around Us, won the National Book Award. In 1955, The Edge of the Sea explored ocean life and won awards. When she retired from government work, she wrote articles for The New Yorker about chemicals, seizures, convulsions, paralysis, and deaths experienced by sprayed using DDT. Silent Spring helped to ban DDT and other pesticides. According to Ms. Carson, a who's who of pesticides is therefore of concern to us all. If we are going to live so intimately with these chemicals, eating and drinking them, taking them into the very marrow of our bones, we had better know something about their nature and their power. The chemical industry attacked Ms. Carson, questioning if a woman was intelligent enough to write on scientific problems. But her scientific research and understanding were validated by the President's Commission. Her work created the environmental movement and new legislation, the Clean Air Act, the Wilderness Act, the Endangered Species, and the Clean Water Act. Silent Spring inspired the grassroots environmental movement that led to the founding of the EPA in 1970. Ms. Carson exposed the misuse of chemical pesticides that were destroying the environment by demonstrating that the pesticide DDT was killing birds and wildlife and was harmful to human health. She wrote, "The more we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction." She received treatment for breast cancer and passed away in 1964 at age 56. She didn't live long enough to witness all of her good work and accomplishments. After her death, President Jimmy Carter awarded her the Medal of Freedom. Her writings continue to be timely with habitat destruction and climate change. For example, India, China, and North Korea continue to produce DDT for indoor spraying to control malaria transmitted by mosquitoes. Approximately 14 countries use DDT for disease control in Africa and Asia. The agriculture use of DDT is banned by all countries in the Stockholm Convention. Malaria kills more than 400,000 people around the world every year. After researching Rachel Carson, I realized she has made a big impact on the health of the planet. She was not only a marine biologist, but also the mother of the environmental movement. She was a powerful change maker through her important book, Silent Spring. Environmental legislation inspired by Rachel Carson has cleaned up the environment for over 60 years and continues today.